And now to a Facebook hack affecting someone you know right here at ABC 27 News.
Well, he wanted to make sure it doesn't happen to you, too. So he went to someone else you know, and that is our Seth Kaplan. Hey, Seth.
Hey, Alicia and Dennis. Yeah, we often say these things can happen to anybody, and we do mean anybody.
Don't get a ton of sleep because of my work hours. Here this morning and moving into the afternoon, the clouds do clear overnight, and I'm barely awake. And next thing I know, I'm getting texts from friends and family saying, what is this post on Facebook? Is everything okay?
Meteorologist Dan Tomaso.
And here there was a post on my personal, not station, Facebook account saying that...
The one that you use with your friends and family?
Right. I've had it since I was in high school. My dad's going into a long-term care facility. We're going to start offloading some of his things, including cars, dune buggies, none of which I've ever seen before, none of which I own, but there's my name next to this listing of items that's apparently for sale. And the post itself said, please DM me if you're interested. And here's a phone number to call, too.
Red flags if you know Dan well.
I'm not a dune buggy guy. I hate to admit it.
And more seriously, and thankfully,
my parents are perfectly fine.
Still,
this was convincing enough to them that they reached out, at least first initially, to say, hey, what's going on here? People I hadn't heard from in 5 to 10 years saying, I'm interested in X, Y, and Z. Is it still available?
And worse for one friend.
That person potentially was out $500.
Sent to the hackers.
Unfortunately, when you Venmo an individual, if you okay the transaction, it can't be yanked. This happened within all about 2 to 3 hours Monday morning.
So tip number 1, if you see a post like this, contact your friend or family member at a phone number you already know outside Facebook or whatever other social media platform you're using. And tip number 2, something Dan didn't realize he hadn't done on this account, set up multi-factor authentication so someone can't log in with only a stolen password.
The hacker found a weak point in this account and got in. So if you haven't set up two-factor authentication, do it on your phone. You can use an authenticator app.
The time is always now to implement multi-factor authentication on any account you have.
Took a week for Dan to reclaim his account despite special treatment he says he got thanks to a paid Meta-verified account. He wonders why modern AI didn't catch the scam, just like I wondered why Gmail didn't catch these 3 clear phishing attempts in my account over the course of a day. Cybersecurity expert Jonathan Weissman says these companies are trying to balance what you might call a seesaw.
On one side, you have security, and on the other side, you have convenience. When one side goes up, the other side goes down.
And he said they will err on the side of letting something questionable through rather than you missing an important, legitimate message. Alicia, we have contacted the parent companies of Facebook and Google for their thoughts.
Okay, lots to learn there. Thank you very much, Seth.